I mean, at the end, they're paying for your attention. Because, I mean, if you don't realize it, but like your attention is your most valuable asset, you know, because what you put your mind and attention to, that's what you bring forth in your reality.
Right.
So, you know, what are you consciously putting in your brain?
There's like a saying, if you're depressed, you're living in the past. If you're anxious, you're living in the future, you know? And you're creating all these problems that don't exist. If you can kind of train yourself subconsciously to become present, be more aware and fulfilled, I guess.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you with that. I think, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think a lot of people, I think a part of that is just being very mindful of what you allow in your brain. So like, for me, for example, being off of social media, what I noticed the first time I did this, I think when I took a break a year ago, and I still kind of do it now, I'm not really that active, is that it allowed me to be able to not compare myself to others and not just worry or stress about like the things that I don't have.
Right.
Or just like comparing myself to other people, just seeing them live their lives. I stopped like thinking about the things that I didn't have, and I was able to be present and happy with the things that I had in my real world.
Right.
Instead of, you know, on social media. And then, go ahead.
I was going to say, because social media is like its own little world. Like there's people I haven't seen in years that I'm following on social media, but the second I get off social media, like I just focus on myself and my own current situation instead of looking at their lives.
Yeah, I mean, if you just want to like, I didn't realize like how crazy it was, you know, being in that moment, but like, you know, just seeing it, it's nothing wrong with it because I was the same way. Sometimes I still have a problem, like people will stare at their phones all day.
Oh, I do it. I notice myself doing it.
Yeah, it's hard.
Like I would just instinctively pull out my phone from my pocket, go like my thumb would stick straight to the Instagram app, and I'd just scroll and
scrolling.
I'd just be like, why am I doing this right now? I'm literally not looking for anything in particular. Ugh. I'm just doing this because it's like I was like programmed to do it almost.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's kind of how it is. And now, like, I don't have TikTok. My little sister does. But now, like, it comes to the point, like, you don't even have to scroll anymore.
Oh,
that
really?
just goes to the next video for you.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. That's the biggest trap.
Yeah, it is. These people that make these apps and, like, work for these companies, they know what they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, at the end, they're paying for your attention. Because, I mean, if you don't realize it, but like your attention is your most valuable asset, you know, because what you put your mind and attention to, that's what you bring forth in your reality.
Right.
So, you know, what are you consciously putting in your brain? Like, I use music as like motivation and fuel to like work out, but like if you're just constantly listening to music, you know, those lyrics and, you know, the beat, it goes into your subconscious mind.
Yeah.
So if you're just listening to that all day, go to sleep with the music all day, that's what you're literally programming your brain to bring out in your reality.
I remember you saying that the last time we did an interview. It was like you said you don't listen to like certain types of music when you're driving, like angry hip hop music, because you don't want to be angry when you're driving.
Yeah.
You want to be like in a good mood. That's so true, man.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I still catch myself today if I'm going to a workout, like I'll drive a little bit more aggressive, drive a little bit more faster compared to I'm listening to a podcast. I'm driving real slow, real smooth on the right side, out of everybody's way, just out of peace of mind.
Yeah.
It's crazy how music will like energize you or like just change your whole state of mind like that in a matter of seconds.
1000%. And it's everything. I mean, it's social media, it's the movies we watch, like TV shows, the news. I mean, everything is like all part of like all of the ingredients that kind of make up how you view the world, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And that's why, you know, the most important thing that everybody can do for themselves is try to figure out how to be the best version of themselves without worrying about what's going on in the outside world. Because, you know, for most people, especially people that have expectations, the outside world will always let you down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's always those expectations that you just can't get to. So whenever you just focus on yourself, you know, not saying cut it all completely off, but do a little bit less watching, you know, TV or being on social media and focus on the things from within, that's when people will start, I believe, seeing real change in their lives.
Yeah, it's almost like you have to do things, like recognize how certain actions make you feel. So, for instance, when I look at social media for a while, I typically don't really feel better afterwards. I just, I'm craving more typically. If I go to the gym or I'm actually doing something, I feel better. Pay attention to stuff like that more, and you can kind of customize your lifestyle and how you view the world almost.
Yeah, and I think the thing with that is, what's so easy to fall into that social media trap is, you fall into, like we talked about off air, that instant gratification.
Right.
It's so easy to go in there and just be satisfied, just be cool, just feel good in that moment. A lot of people, especially I still find myself today whenever I try to challenge myself, it's hard to do that thing that you're not really familiar with or uncomfortable with, but it's always the best when you do it and you're like, dang,